think Juneteenth, the mail, I think they got the day off, so they're probably a day behind. Only had about a minute left. I had to run out to that shit. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? I don't know what you're sending, but thanks, man. Make sure you put put your address on it this time so I can send you something. I got some stuff here for you. Holy shit, I'm out of breath. Being fat sucks. But what's going on, everybody? Pretty nice Saturday out there today. Did not get a chance to go out and try the Nitro Slash yesterday. Went to the baseball field, and there's actually kids playing baseball. Surprised. Pretty cool. All right, so back to the Savage 25. Let me take you off the tripod here for a second. Got a whole bunch of parts. We need to start assembling this bad boy. Getting her all ready to go. Went over the plates, put a little bit of Never Dull on them, cleaned them up nice. There we go. All right, so wait for a few people to show up, and then we'll start rocking and rolling. Not sure what you sent, OG, but I am going to use these arms. I like the bling factor of them. They cleaned up pretty nice. I decided I am going to use them until they break or bend, and then we'll swap them out. But we'll consider it a durability test, see if Integy holds up to their name of dog shit. We'll see if these work any good at all. But while we wait for everybody to show up, I'm just going to put start working a little bit on these side plates. Look at that bling. Looks good. I always like that look on the 21s and the 25s. The polished chassis, they just look cool. I mean, the gray on the other stuff looks fine too, but this looks much better. So let's get a good view of this. Let's start doing some minor work real quick. There we go. All right, let's get the exhaust mount put on. I'll do that. I'll do the gas tank mounts. We'll do that just so I can get these up out of the way so I have more room to work. So, G, what you got going on today? Sending me mystery boxes. Oh, come on now. What happened? Michelle just come and go? She must be busy. Try to get this front end assembled today. The transmission will get in. We'll start disassembling the rear. Nope, you're here? Okay. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it was going the other address you talked about. Yeah. Whenever they send it into Pittston, that's what happens. Just woke up. Yeah, me too. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that just goes up like that. So we can put that off to the side. Yeah, I'm still waiting on the parts for the Sen. They're shipped, but they're coming from over the pond, so I have no idea. No idea. Yeah, I was going. Yeah, I was just checking the Roar chat. Yeah. Trying to remember how this goes. This one goes here. That's the inside guy. Trying to do this off memory is a lot of fun. The hell is everybody today? I have 3 sets of shocks coming from Australia. It's been 3 weeks. Yeah, they told me it's going to arrive around the 4th. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's beautiful outside today. I got a birthday party to go to later. So, well, that's that, but thank you. This one always just kind of slides on in. There we go. It's supposed to get hotter than all hell. Yeah. Yeah. And when we were in Jersey down at the beach, I got a little bit of sunburn on my legs, so I'm trying to stay out of the sun. But thanks, OG. A little bit later today, I got to go out and cut grass and whack weeds and all that fun stuff. All right. There's our gas tank mounts, ready to go. All right. So last week we did the diff. We got this all taken care of. Got it all greased up. Still got to put grease through the bottom, but that's ready to go. So I believe the assembly goes, you got to do shock tower first because you'll never get to the bottom screws. Then it goes bulkheads, I believe. Yeah. Just like that. Running extreme heat warning until Tuesday. Yeah, I'm fine with the heat. Bring the heat. Like I said, I work in a giant refrigerator. So if it ever gets too hot outside for me, I just go inside. And trust me, the only time it's not fun is if you're sweaty. Because if you go into the deep freeze, your clothes will freeze. It's pretty crazy. Let me kick the can a little bit. Shock towers to diffs, then... Yeah, bulkheads, then pins and arms. Yep, that's what I thought. These two bolts here will get you every time. If you've never taken one of these Savages apart, these ones down here on the bottom, the bar for the bulkheads blocks these off. These are a pain in the ass. So I learned that the hard way with the 21. I fought those things like, oh my God. There we go, made ourselves a little alien guy. Nice. Yeah, I don't mind the heat. The heat's never really the issue. Okay. So now we need to do the bulkheads. Bulkheads are going to go this way, like that. Bulkheads slip into the sides. Like so. Then the crossbar. This crossbar is has a stationary pin and then ones with screws, so you got to watch which way you put those in. Kind of just clicks in like that, I guess. Clicks in just like that. Then you take the tie bar, take one of the screws out. Actually, I'll take both out. My luck, it'll sit there and spin. Everybody's probably still sleeping. Slip that right into there. That gives the chassis somewhere to screw to. Okay. So let's see what we got to do. All right, where's the bag of screws? That's gonna go, these are the longer ones. Start separating everything. What's going on, Steve? What's going on, brother? Let's see here. Yeah, that race was wild. That all right, let's make sure I got everything that I'm going right. Okay, so then we got the upper arms, lower arms. Bunch of shit. Okay, that goes through there, the big pins. Those are just the pins that go through the upper arm, lower arm. And those go on the outside. All right, cool. All right, let's start with the top. How'd those go? Y forward. So the control arms, these can probably mess up because they can go either way. But it's got to go with the extension going forward. This little bar, got to go sliding in. Aspects, what's going on, brother? So I'm going to slide that in there first. Just like that. Control arm. These ones do not have a pin. These are just deadheaded to the back. There you go. We got uppers. Let's work on these lowers. Like I said, I'm going to run these into G1s for now. We'll see if they hold up. I think they look pretty cool. It's got that bling factor. It's kind of a... I got an idea for this one. I know what I want to do with it. But we're going to run them. They're cheap. I don't care if I destroy them. If I do destroy them, we'll get other ones. It's not a problem. Not really concerned about destroying an Intigi part. All right, shocks. I didn't do any of the shocks, so we're going to wait on that for a later day. They definitely look good. Yeah, they don't look bad. I like the fact that they actually went through and put a little bushing inside the ends here. I have a whole set somewhere out there in the world. Okay, so we're going to keep those as a backup because I will need them. I don't think these are going to last long, but all right, cool, OG. Thanks, man. Should have said something. I guess not. I like surprises too. But you got to give me your address. I got stuff here for you. I already ordered it. It's here. I think you'll get a kick out of it. I actually almost was going to buy you something up there in High Velocity. What's going on, brother? I was actually, when I was in New Jersey, I saw a shirt. I was going to buy it, and I was going to give it to you as a gift. I thought it would have been funny. It's it's like a junk food place right on the boardwalk. They sell like deep fried shit, and they sell obviously hot dogs, but it was called Big Wiener, and it had a big ass hot dog on the front of it. It says size matters. Yeah, Higher Velocity. I know you're all the way out there on the other side, man. Was it like 8 o'clock in the morning? They will hold you up until you really beat on it. Yeah, that's what I figure. And I'm not much of a basher, so I mean, it might even hold up for quite some time. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? All right, we can start doing steering knuckles, I guess. We can start getting that stuff mounted on the sides. So I went through all the bearings. All the bearings are nice. I switched over to the all black output, so that way I have right-hand threads all the way through because I'm not dealing with that. Then I just cleaned everything up real nice. So let's see how these go. I always forget how these go. Well, these got to come out regardless. Let's get these out. Just like that. Only really one way they can go, because if not, because they're universal front to back, you're gonna rip them off with the ears on each side have to clear the bottom part, so it's got to go that way. Chino, what's going on, brother? But yeah, I thought that hot dog shirt would be funny, but it probably caused some trouble, so I let it go. Plus, the place when we were there wasn't an opening for another hour, and it was hotter than hell. I got almost shit on by a seagull, so it was time to jet. If you snap an ear off, you just flip it to the other side. Yeah, that's it. There we go. A little tight. There we go. Nice. All right, since the screw is on this side already, I'm going to make it this side. I'll take that out quick. Put the upper arm on it. The seagulls can be mean. Hell yeah, man. Those seagulls are smart, man. I like birds. I don't have one. But, like, they say, like, what is it? The crows, ravens, like to have the IQ of, like, a 5-year-old. And they're good at problem solving. I think that is really neat. But my cousin had a parrot. I don't know what the hell kind of parrot it was. I know there's many different kinds of parrots. But, he got it for free off this lady. And I'm like, man, you don't get nothing that cool for free. There's something up with that damn bird. Well, I guess the bird was around and was learning to talk when she had a baby. And that thing would cry. It was horrible. It would just, you'd be sitting there just chilling and the thing would just start making the most terrible baby sounds. You're like, oh my God. I know why you got rid of it. All right. Let's see. Where's the tool I'm looking for? There we go. Yeah, I think this thing's going to clean up pretty nice. I think this will be a pretty good truck. I got to get a one-way bearing for that engine, but I guess for now we're going to leave the stock engine in it. Why not? That way I can at least say it's still a 25, you know what I mean? Like my 21 is nowhere near a 21. OG doesn't care if he's packing, they can deal with it. Yeah, I seen that shirt. I'm like, yo, that's funny. That's real funny. All right. And when we took this apart, remember, this is the part that was already missing a C-clip. So that would have been nice to find out, you know, 40-mile-an-hour push with the thing and friggin' suspension's falling apart. You can blame genetics. Trust me, I do blame genetics. Rex, you made me laugh. Okay. Saw you had just enough to hear you say Haywire still thinks he's a duck. Haywire's a piece of work. You got to watch that guy. Leave him unattended. He ends up on a roof. All right, let's get this C-clip in there. There we go. Got one full arm done there. Articulates nice. It's not tight. Everything feels pretty good. C-clip is in properly. That's good. All right. Let's get the other side together. Then we'll break open some new parts. Let's finally get to something new here. Still got a fuzz on this one. I don't know if should be in here. I lost 2 subs after today's live. You peed in somebody's Cheerios, I guess, OG. That's okay. You'll get them back. Might not be the same ones, but you'll get them back. Yeah, you gotta love Haywire. So what do you think? On Friday, I just jumped on random. You know, just what the hell? I'm already here. Might as well do something with it. Do you like the Friday afternoon deal? I could do that. I mean, I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. I usually end up doing something on a Friday. Next Friday, I'm going to try to get out to the track. I'm going to try. Let's see what the weather wants to do first. No big loss if you don't get the same ones back. Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, it doesn't the whole game doesn't make sense to me on that end. Is they act like, you know, if you subscribe to me, you can't subscribe to them. You can subscribe to everything under the sun. It doesn't necessarily need to. You know what I mean? Like, if you subscribe to OG or Higher Velocity or Chino or anybody like that, you still you don't run out of subs. Like, you know, oh man, I can't use my subs up this month. I already used them all. It doesn't work that way. Why is people, you know, acting up? Ain't no reason. All right. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to put the arm on. Since I'm a particular bastard, I'm going to make sure all the screws are going the same way. Everything has to go the same way or it bothers me. Always put the nut towards the back of the car, away from the direction that it's going to be traveling. Old mechanic pet peeve, I guess. Not the right tool for the job, but it'll work. There we go. There we go. Let's get the C-clip off. Get that C-clip back in. Yeah, we got to make a movement with automatically subconscious. We just hit the like, just like I do before the video. Yeah. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. I don't give a shit. I don't look at the analytics side of it. I'm sure there's people that come in here just to hit that and rock and roll. That's fine. It's not about what you buy, it's about what you build. And I like building stuff, so. But I am going to be buying something next week. I'm working on it. I think you'll dig it. Bob, did you see the MP11 prototype? Not only did I see it, I dream about it. Just buy one. It's only money. You'll make more. All right, cool. All right, I think next probably be easier to put the rack, put the steering rack in. That's where we're gonna have the. Well, actually, I could put those. We could wait on those. I love kit builds. Of course, I would. It is the most expensive, of course. Yeah, well, none of the good toys are cheap. You know that, my guy. All right, so here's the question at hand. We got 8 people in here. Got 8 of the good people in here. So I could take your opinions on this. Here's what we got. All right, where did I put the other one? There it is. Here is the stock rack that was in the 25. All plastic, just simple towers with a servo saver on the servo side. Bro, it's going to be a game changer. Even more Kyosho fans like it. Yes. Okay, but I also have this. I bought this off of Luma Dave a while ago because I wanted to steal a bushing out of it for my 21. I have another rack. This is from the newer generation, but I looked at it and checked it out. It's all the same. There's nothing really different other than it puts the saver here on the bottom of the rack. It's got the different colored orange. I mean, we're going to have one orange part with a bunch of purple. I'm not really digging that, but the plastic feels a lot better. It's a lot thicker. I don't know. Should we swap this out? The updated servo saver is a lot better. Yeah, service the steering mechanism at the same time, all in the Savages. Okay, let me go back. Chassis flex is tunable. Yeah, that's the thing they've done with control arms and stuff like that. I do that with my carpet buggy. Nothing carried over from the previous gens. I kind of like that idea that they started from a fresh platform, but I kind of like it when some stuff is ambidextrous where you can go back and forth. It's just easier to find parts. I like the, Steve says he likes the updated ones. Yes, the spring servo saver. The new one, get the crap off the servo horn. Yeah, all the service. Yep, they did 99% of it. I've swapped all of mine out to the new design except a couple of shelf queens. You should just swap out the whole truck for an LST. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember that for next time, Chino. Don't worry. So yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Just swap it out. It still has a servo horn on it. It's a 25 too, so it's the same as the servo that's already in it. I just got to put one of the bushings in there, and actually it's in the bag, and hope this one stops falling out, and then we could probably put this one together. All right, these have standard heads. Let's make sure I have those. Probably these guys here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Decision made. We're gonna go and we're gonna upgrade to the newer style. We're gonna take this one. We'll just have to take the tie rod ends off of it, and we're just gonna do that. I like that idea. I'm cool with it. If I got it, I might as well use it. I'm picky about colors, that's all. Just like that. Get it started. We'll get the other side going. Let's see. Travis, just stopping by, give a thumbs up, and speak to y'all. Junior has a basketball tournament today, so I had to split the time. Well, hey, good luck. Used to play basketball when I was a kid. Worked out nice. When I was young, I was tall for my age. And then, unfortunately, everybody else got their growth spurt, and I didn't. So, that sucked. Being taller than everybody for a change was nice. All right, we're going to have a problem with this. Hang on. Just pre-run this real quick. Probably the easiest way to do it is probably put the towers on first. If not, it's just going to spin. What the hell? Is this thing crossed? All right. This tower's not happy. take it, put it in the vise real quick. Just run these threads real fast. There we go. Yeah, just some shit in it. All right, it's metal on metal. Do we recommend some Loctite on these? It's probably an issue. Probably should. Let's see. My steering cranks are coming in today to do a dual servo setup. Dual servo setup? No, oh, damn. Only in heavy. The, what's it called? The Revo comes stock with a dual setup. It's pretty sweet. Heavy as no other, Bob. Nitro Pimp, what's going on? All right. So back to this. There we go. That's straightened out. We need that. Let's get this on here. I was watching Triple X Fan yesterday, and TiVo. It's like 13, 14 years old, and Drake too. Yeah, I wish I would have got a younger start, but like it's not as big over here. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know there was that many tracks around here up till a couple of years ago. Like when you go to our track at DRP, there's a couple of the younger kids there, man, and they will still smoke you. The one guy there, Braden, he is massive fast. Real cool young kid. His dad's a real cool dude. And he's like average driver like us, so I like hanging out with him. There we go. Yeah. Keep an eye on that kid. Braden Banshee. He's a good dude. Fast as shit. Makes me feel like a slug. And I mean, no grown-ass man likes to get beat by a kid, but I mean, he's just wild, man. He's fast. Makes it look effortless, but I mean, I like watching him race, man, because, like, you know, he's whooping on you pretty bad, then he'll throw a whip over the table or something like that. Like, it's like, brother. I would too, man. Rub it in. So fast. Then the one guy we have there that races, Nate, he's not sponsored by any means. I mean, he's still a privateer, but I'll tell you what, we have a couple of guys that are sponsored, and he'll hang with them or beat them. Nasty fast. Rings kids are just better. Yeah, man. I mean, you can't... my old ass ain't keeping up with them. Losi made a 31 buggy and truggy. I got them both. Which ones were those, Chino? Did you show those ones yet? That's a lot of motor in a buggy. All right. There we go. We got our stands on. We got bushings on all four. There we go. Okay, there's a new rack is in. Old rack is out. Let's get these let's get the links off that. We'll get them on here. Get that, maybe one less thing. See? Somebody was in here with a stainless kit, because everything else here is screws, and then you got these two stainless screws, but man, I'm telling you. Nitro Pimp says he found the mother of all nitro hoarders. I thought you were the mother of all nitro hoarders. Thought that was your gig. Showed a couple years. There we go. Me too. Kid, me too. New. I have a Serial 09, buzzes like a sewing machine. Nice. I like the smaller displacement engines. I think the RPM is a lot of fun. Like I have a 12R. I got to get some parts for it, but I think it'll be a fun little project to do. I remember when DP was standing on a box. See over the railing, young. Yeah, I like that when you. I mean, my buddy, the one kid that comes down there, Jerry, he's a good kid too. He's not as fast as the rest of them, but he still whoops on me, man. I am now. But yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, even though the kids are whooping my ass, it's still pretty cool. It's just how it is, you know. Once you get older, your reflexes aren't what they used to be. That's why they have a 40 and up class, you know. Okay, we can put that off to the side for a later day. Maybe use it for something else. All right, these have a ball end on one side, and then they have a flat end on the other. The flat end's going to go towards the rack. Another gigantic score, perhaps. Way bigger than last week. Damn. Kids these days drop out of the mom. Yeah, they do. See, that's why I think like Braden, I think he has a big advantage because honestly, with him being younger and have been doing it a long time, well, not a long time, you know, he's young, he can't be doing it a long time. But his father's more of a mechanical side. George is a good dude. He knows his shit. Knows, you know, Braden can say, this is what the buggy's doing and it sucks and I want to change it. And, you know, they'll bounce ideas back and forth. Like they work together as a really good team. But like my problem is I don't run a buggy long enough that I can say, here's the problem. This is what I would like to improve it. I have no idea what to do. Oh, you change this, you change the camber, you change the Ackerman on it, you put more kick up in it. I have no idea what any of that shit does. I'll be straight up. But like with a Slash, when you race stock Slash, you don't have as many adjustments. You just have basically shocks. You could stock tires, but you can work with them a little bit. You can do springs. But other than that, you're pretty much stuck. I got those things figured out because I probably have, I'm not even joking, I probably have 1,000 laps in on that Slash, that new one. And I mean, I got it to the point now I can just basically change springs and it'll be good. I know what to do with it. I can read the track, change springs, and I'm good. Oh, shoot. Forgot something. No big deal. Easy fix. Didn't put the drive shafts in on that front end. Okay. Rack is in. We never put the drive shafts in. What are we building, the two-wheeler? Alright. Pull this top part back off. That should be able to lean them out enough. I should be able to get them in. Let's see. Where are we at on the chat? Chino's got the baddest late model cars I've seen in a while. Yeah, man. His collection's pretty wild. I still need to get me one of them lowriders. I'm still stuck on those. I still beat their young ass in Call of Duty. Yeah, you want to play on you want to play some Gran Turismo? I could beat the young kids on that. I just can't beat the Asians for some reason. Those guys are just fast. All right, we're not gonna need those anymore. There we go. we go. Got one-wheel drive. All right, Pimp. Good luck, man. Good hunting. Michelle. Personally, I'd rather watch someone take something and clean it up and put it back together. Yeah. I like to rescue the stuff that's good, but I like to fix the stuff that's gross. I don't know. It sounds like a glutton for punishment if you ask me. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, I like to take something that's nasty and clean it up. This thing wasn't bad. The young gamers and their computers cheating too. Yeah. What was I going to say? This one's not that bad. Compared to a lot of them that I've done, I'd say this one is like the least of the horrible. We've had worse. Obviously, the T-Max was worse. But I think this one is a good one to clean up. It was too nice to be a parts truck, but it was not nice enough to just run as is, I would say. Like I said, I thought, you know, we've been thinking about the speed challenges. If anybody's looking for some stuff, Urban Legends doing some. Him and the RC Hotspot or Fun Spot or whatever, those guys. Those guys are doing a bunch of them. They got all kinds of stuff. Two-wheel drive, some on-road, some off-road. They got a lot of everything. If anybody's looking to do something, I'd recommend it. It's part of the soul of them. I agree. I liked them because they all tell a story. Like this one here is like, I don't know what this guy did to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, somebody tried to upgrade it. Didn't know what they were doing. Looks like there's parts missing. But for the most part, it wasn't bad. Dwayne, what's going on, bud? But, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saving the old ones, checking them out. Something old and rare, I totally dig it. But I have a little bit of both, you know what I mean? Like stuff like this you can buy and you can tear up and you really don't give too much of a shit, you know what I mean? Like if I take this thing out and jump it 50 feet OG style and it dies, I'm not going to be too mad about it. I didn't pay a whole lot for it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The thing that's going to suck is that one screw was stuck in here. Just relaxing on your day off? Hell yeah, man. I did that yesterday. I got some shit to do today, but we'll get her done. Okay, so let's see here. Those are going to thread into there. Those are going to thread into there. Where are we at now? I think we can mount this on the front end. We can start getting that stupid stuck screw is going to give me a problem. I can tell you that right now. We could take that off for the time being. Oh, almost forgot something else. See that? I want to throw some grease here on this diff before we put it in. So, what I use? I get it from work. Anybody that's around trucks knows what this is. It's just red and tacky fifth wheel grease. It's a thinner grease, but it's like stripper glitter. This stuff sticks to everything. Let's see, where are we at? Chino, Nitro Steve, tried making a speed run bin this morning. Way too windy. Wrestler at 61 though. There you go. I was, like I said, I was trying to get the Nitro Slash out again, but the baseball field that I've been running it at, it's pretty much, I think, the primo spot. There's actually kids playing baseball, which, you know, I'm not going to bother them. That's fantastic. I'm happy to see the kids out actually doing something. So I just packed. I didn't even unpack my shit. I just took off. Oh, new in the box is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love my new stuff, but that's not all I want to see. Well, that's good though, because you'll get a good assortment of everything around here. As far as new in the box, I hate to say this, but it's the last Nitro that I bought new in the box was that Nitro Slash. I don't buy new unless it's new and it's just a fresh drop. I don't buy new. Everything I got's used, abused. Come on now. I can just get this to sit, we'd be in good shape, but that screw is going to be the problem. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Jump it OG style. He knows you well. Yeah. He always flinging them things. Yep. He also gets clearance from air traffic. Yeah. How high can you fly before you got to call it in? Nice. Yeah. That new ramp's working out pretty good for him. I got to get one. My yard's too small for it. I mean, I have places to go, but I don't have one. All right. Cool. All right, we'll hit those 6 screws on the bottom. And we'll tighten the bumper. All the pins are in the right spots. Those will be when I tighten the bumper. All right, cool. Let's do the rest. Yeah, like, yeah, they like it. It's time to really send them now. I'm going to move it to the next adjustment. There you go. How high can that go? Is it just... Oh, man, I don't even know how to ask that question. How high is it going to go? Like, I mean... He was, till he fell apart, freaking savages. Yeah, I'm looking at a used, another used Nitro that I think will dig. Nothing you ain't seen before, but definitely something I don't have and I've been kind of looking for. It's not the exact one I was looking for, but it's close. I think it'll be fun. Okay, there's one. I need one more. I need one more. Where's one more? One more. No. There we go. All right, cool. All 6 are in the bottom. Let's hook the bumper up. Be done. Those are just smaller ones. Look like bevel heads too. That's it. See what we got going on here in the chat. Used RC ads are just like car ads. Yeah, it runs great, very clean. Oh yeah, ran well when put away 30 years ago, covered in shit. Yeah, Bob, then the piston falls through the sleeve. Yeah, Dakota looks really bored. He's marshalling turn one. That's my favorite part. I love marshalling. That's one thing I always liked. It's the best seat in the house. You get the best view. That goes there. Make sure these aren't twisted. Make sure there's no problems. I doubt it. Like I said, it's a Savage. They don't change much. Nope, full articulation. This rack will work just fine. All right, let's see. Next thing's next. We're going to probably, what do you think? Start mounting up, mount the chassis up. That's really it. Actually, we could probably do the links. We'll do the links. I'm already here. Yeah, I got to get on that live after this. I'm going to check it out. But like I said, I'm going to try to get to the track on Friday if the weather's nice. Got a good paycheck. I got to kind of go out that way anyway. There's 2 cars I'm looking at, actually. If we can get up to 30 likes, I'll show you them on... Oh, I can't. Shit, it's on my phone. Never mind. 8 scale nitro. There you go. Was it buggy or truggy? All right. Oh, gee, here's a question for you. Is it easier to mount the transmission in, then mount the front? Or put the plates on the front and stuff the transmission in and then do the motor plate behind it? What's going to be the easier route? Yeah, but not with TLR. I didn't see anybody really running those TLRs. I'm telling you, X-Ray. Build everything around the transmission. That's what I figured. I'm going to mount the plates to the transmission first. All right, transmission. I didn't do much to it. Just a basic 2-speed, plastic spur, fancy, not at all. No reverse. I took it apart, looked at it. Everything inside looked fine, so I didn't feel like really doing anything else with it. Cleaned it up real nice. It looks like 80% of brand new. Exactly what we're looking for. Let's mount it, I guess. That away. All right. I'm just going to mount the back 2 on each side because I think the grab bar grabs the other ones. Nice. I took the Never Dull to these plates, like I said. They cleaned up pretty good. I'm happy with it. He won 5 championships already. They're picking him X-Ray to win the world next year. Nitro Steve says he does transmission first too. Okay. When I did my last one, I built it like a sandwich. Basically, I mounted just this one half, the transmission, did the rear, then I took the other plate and finally put it on because, to be honest with you, the exhaust size plate really doesn't really have a whole lot going on. It's just basically put it on. I'll put another one in. There we go. It's 1/2. Let's do the other. Just like that. Yeah, I've been looking at them X-ray buggies quite a bit. I really like them. Like I said, the one guy that races at the track stack, he races for X-ray. He's on their team, and he switched from TLR before the TLR bullshit hit, and went over to X-ray. And ever since then, I've been checking his stuff out, and I mean, they build a beautiful buggy. Yeah, congratulations to the Brandon Rose. Hell yeah, man. You kicked ass. Deserves it. Okay. All right, now the fun part. Getting the drive shaft in. Okay. That's that one. That's that one. All right, let's get some screws in here before this thing moves. Yeah, I hear you on that, Steve. That was one of my biggest complaints about, like, when you work on a Revo is you always forget one part and then you got to disassemble the whole thing again. These things, once you've done a couple of them, like I haven't done that many. This is only my third one. You kind of get the idea. Okay, that one's tight. Did that last night, Steve. You have no excuse, OG. How many of these have you done? Lutz got to go to Japan and hang out with Kenya and play with the MP11 prototype. Well, when you got a name like Lutz, you'll get those fancy accommodations. All right, cool. All right, so we need 2 more. Bottom of these plates are just a little bit tweaked. Notice that. There we go. Let's get these 2 tight and on the bottom. Why are those so tight? I don't like that. Something's not right. I wonder if, I didn't take notice this when I took it apart. I wonder if they did the old famous, use the coarse thread screws in the steel parts. From listening to Lefty's podcast yesterday, they're looking good for them. All right, I'm gonna take this chassis back off. I want to look at that. This thing keeps popping those little O-rings. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's take a look at these. Yeah, they did. Sure did. See if we can fix them. Looks like they'll be all right. Do not use coarse threads in regular threads. Holy shit. Creating a lot of problems for no reason. Ugh. In honesty, I have a unicorn I'm after. Be able to get one soon, but it'll be coming out of Japan. New in box. Red and white MP9, never seen daylight. I must have it. Like I said, I have a choice. One would be out past the track, which is nice because I can just hit the track on the way back. Make Chino happy. Not a box queen, but clean. We can make it work. Or one is actually one that Nitro Pimp just picked up, new in the box. This one is not, and it doesn't have the right engine in it, but it's literally about 20 minutes away. I don't know what I want to do yet. One I would end up using, one I would probably end up looking at. So I have not made my decision. All right. All right. Let's get a couple turns on that, couple turns on that. Get these lined up. Oh, what just happened? What came out? The drive shaft that came out. Okay. Let's try this again. A lot of people got to mess things up. Let's see. Where are we at here? Pound for pound, the Hyper 7 is the nastiest track monster in the day. Bob, that's like having first picture of Bigfoot. I priced one off eBay. I cried. Nitro Pimps vids makes me want to get my X Factor going again. The drive shafts are destroyed in mine and the parts are non-existent. Need to figure something else out that will work. I was looking at that thing. That thing's pretty wild. I like that shock setup. That was something else, but I don't know. Not something on my list. The hard to find shit just sucks sometimes. Like that friggin' send that I got, man. Having to order parts from friggin' overseas. Just bullshit. I don't like it. Good God. Okay. All right, those ones just take 2 regulars. Not those. Not those. Here's the other bag. That's not them. All right. All right, there we go. Chassis plates are lined up. Transmission's in. That don't seem right. We might have a problem here. Gotta love these used ones when you never drive them before. I don't know if that drive shaft's right. Remember we had the one that was chrome? And the other one was black. I think this might have... I don't know if that drive shaft's going to work. I'm going to pull the transmission out through the back. Oh, you can just look at it. That don't look right at all. These are the same. I don't like this. Let's take it. I want to show you what I'm talking about. That's the rear shaft. Here's the front shaft. No, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, shorty up front. Got that. Let's see what we got. Bury a couple of 2x4s. Make sure you don't get carried away. Coming into the pit. Pit entry is the most challenging part of the track. Yeah. They look real tight. Especially if you're coming in there a couple at a time. It's got to be a bitch. Entrance, I don't have a problem with, Steve. It's leaving. The throttle being down. Crooked. That's... Yeah. Yeah, if your pit guy don't put you down straight, you're in trouble. Yeah, this drive shaft is not right. I don't like this at all. Like, look at this thing. You can see, let me try to get a good shot. Look at the difference in the width. So this thing is going to just spin inside this yoke. Like, it doesn't feel good. So that's no problem. Yeah, this thing's a piece of shit. I don't think I'm going to use this. I'm going to have to come up with it. I'm going to have to grab a drive shaft. Here's the question of the day. Since this is a 25, I would assume the 25 would fit. 21 parts would fit. I have no idea. What, this one? This I believe to be a stock one. This looks like the one I got out of my 21. This, I don't know what the hell this is. But the pins are not very wide, so it will not grab the inside of here very well. If it sits inside, I mean, it grabs it, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of room to... Not a whole lot of room. I mean, that thing... Nah, man. No bueno. I don't like that at all. That's going to just snap them ears right off. Like, here, I can put it back in. I'm going to try it again. It seems like it was just sitting in there too far, and then it was just not happy. See, now it's okay. It's barely grabbing the edges, though. Yeah. Nah, that sucks. That ain't gonna work. There's no way. It can move back and forth. The problem is when you get the articulation, a certain, like, if there's any type of angle to it, it hits a certain way, it'll actually slide in between. Like, check this out. You put it in here, it sits down in here, it angles, it'll want to spin. It's not as thick by any means. See what I mean? No, it's hard to get a good shot. Yeah. You can see there's probably like 1 or 2 millimeter longer. Exactly higher velocity. That's why we're not going to use that. I'm going to come up with one of these. I'll buy one. Yeah, that's junk. That's an HSP dog bone, maybe. Bought it used. Could be anything. You got me on this one. All right, I'll have to find one. That's no problem. We can keep moving on. Let's go. I only had 2 bolts holding the transmission in. We'll put that back in. For now. Just put it in there for the time being, and then we can start working on the back. And the electronics box I'm going to do last. That's okay. Whenever you build something like this, you're going to have setbacks, and that's what we just got right here. All right. All right, well, that's where we're going to be right now. That can stay there. We got to put, that's not going to go on right now. All right, here's what we got so far. We're starting to look like something. But look at the bling factor on this bad boy. I mean, it's like a mirror up there. Got some purple chrome up front. It'll look good. It'll look good. So I think as far as putting anything else on here right now, that's not going to be a good thing to do. Where are we at here? Higher velocity. How much can you move back? We got that. Too much flop. Yep. 6 millimeter dog bones are the Savage 21 and 8 for the XL, right? SS kit came with chrome, but that looks small. Yeah, this is definitely not. This is definitely not for a Savage. If it maybe aftermarket junk, but it's definitely not stock. 90 millimeter rear, 83. Yeah, this would be the 90 mil for the rear, and we should have a shorty for the front. But that's definitely not right. It's definitely not right. So I got to get a part number, see if I can find one. No big deal. Not in length, just dog bone size. Yeah, it's going to be the ears. The ears are your problem. I don't think length was an issue. It was more the ears. Once you get that articulation. Meter Drone 4K, what's going on, brother? Yeah, don't worry about being late. I think that's what that means. My Spanish is rough, man. I only get a little bit. Let's see. But yeah, this is definitely... I knew there was something up with this when this truck came. So, I'm not really... Nah, whatever. It is what it is. So, all right. Got to clean up a little bit here. We're going to be on hold as far as putting anything else on this right now. But we can still do... There's still work to be done. Rear shaft. Here's that. I still got that whole back section, the worst part of it, to put together. So we can work on that. I can start putting the old... So let's just do a quick recap of what we got going on. This thing's coming along nicely. I like the way it looks so far. This thing is garbage. Off to Jenny's RC. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they got anything for 21s and 25s. I'm a parts guy. I'll figure it out. So we upgraded the steering rack to the newer style due to, viewer recommendation. I think that's awesome. All right, Bob. Hey, you have a good one, brother. Enjoy it. We got the whole front end together. Got Integy arms on the front. We got some shocks we're gonna work with. Got the bling bling going on with the chassis. And I'm gonna box up that. Where's that bag? There was a bag. Where did the bag go? I'm gonna box up this steering rack for a later day. Just gotta find out where I put the bag for it. All right, so we can put that off to the side. So we get a drive shaft issue figured out. Sure, I'll find one. Won't be a problem. There's the bag. All right. I save everything. If anybody needs any Savage parts that are obsolete or weird, I probably have them. There we go. The diff's all rebuilt. Everything's ready to go on that front end. Pretty happy about it. All right, now let's make a mess. Ugh. I'll have to test them servos. Let's take a look at this mess. Ugh. Anybody want to talk about why it's nice to just buy them new in the box? It would be talking about this shit. Look at this thing. This is nasty. Look at that. That's a whole ecosystem. That's got dirt. There's some grass, small palm tree under the bottom. This thing's gross. All right, let's get this apart. There's only one way to make it nice. That's to put the work in. Let's make it nice again. Seems like the back end of this truck took it. I can smell this live stream because of that. No, trust me, you don't want to. It's not nice. Not nice. It's so funny though. Like it doesn't make sense at almost to a point. The front end wasn't as bad. Like the front end was fairly clean. This back end, you know, it's like it's a bad way to think about it, but like, you know, the guy brushed his teeth but never wiped his ass. That's the only way to think of it. I can smell it. I'm pretty sure the center shafts are the same 21 to current gen. XL has a longer rear shaft. So the front shafts, well, I've seen, what's his name? Lumadave has the shafts. I've seen those. Where do they make up the difference? Would it be from the behind the transmission out? I mean, I have an XL. I can measure. I mean, I can do the homework, but maybe somebody would know. Where did they make the adjustment for the... I would assume, again, drive shafts never changed, only the XL rear. That's what I figured. Because if you figure everything has to line up, you know what I mean? If it can use the same rack from I don't know how you would explain it, the orange generation of Savage, all the way back to the purple, everything would line up. Then you would assume everything on the front would be the same. How did that fall out? Oh, I don't have the pieces in it. All right. Like, how the hell did that drive shaft fall out? That'd be the rear shaft right there. If it was just a little, it's just a hair longer. What would you say these were, OG? Because this would be the rear shaft. This is the front shaft. These are the two CV shafts, left and right. Okay. So, Okay. Good to know. Put that off to the side. Start a new bag for this one. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. There's that dog hair. Yeah, 7mm difference. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, this thing is disgusting. You can see your dog hairs in there. If anybody was looking for dog hair and fuzz, it looks like some KY jelly in that diff. Oh, yeah. Termites, maybe. This thing's gross. Ugh. Is that straight? Straight-ish. That pin's good. That pin's good. All right. Looks like we got some hex here. 2.5. Wow, that bolt is bent to shit. Oh my Lord. I don't know if I'll be able to get that out straight. Damn. All right. I don't know if we're going to have a problem with that. Whew. Somebody hit something good. How did that not break? All right, we're going to have to do some surgery on that one for sure. Astroglide 8000. Not the 8000. Holy jeez. Start a fire. Okay. All right. You can see how nasty that stuff is. It's like it's growing, it's multiplying. It's on its 3rd generation of family living in this thing. But look at this screw. Look at this thing. How did that survive? Holy shit. That sucks. I can see myself having to cut that out with a Dremel and trying to work that out. That's going to be fun. Ugh. Oh, well. That one's good. What did he do? How did he manage that? The drive shafts never change. Trust me, I'm putting 3 of them together at the same time. Name that truck Petri dish. Friggin' biodome. All right, that's nice. That worked out. Thank you. Give me my piece. All right. Yeah, this thing it's gross. Which one had that bearing? I think I replaced it already. But yeah, you can see like these arms are beat as shit on the back. Probably taking rock hits and all kinds of fun stuff. Like I said, the front does not match the back on this truck. I don't know what to think about it. But yeah, that differential's nasty. How does it feel? Feels dry. Oh, Lord. All right, let's keep going, break this down a little further. I don't know. I kind of want to deal with that screw right now so I know it's done. All right, let's deal with that screw because that's going to bother me. Because then I need to know if I need to get an end. If you can't get that out, you're going to need an end. All right. here goes nothing. Let's do a little the fun work here, you know. Turn this up. Trying not to grind into it too much because I don't want to grind into the ball. If you grind into the ball, we're going to have problems. Let's see if we can just pull it out of the arm. Nope. Need to cut some more. Well, OG, that's the price we pay when we have to build stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, hang on. I'm going to throw this in a vise. All right, see if we can get this out. If not, I got a problem. There we go. All right, we're good. We are good. Extracted the screw, no damage done to the ball. Let's put this back in, call it a day. Move forward. There we go. All right. Put this away. I'm telling you, if you guys don't have a Dremel on your desk, all right, Higher Velocity, have a good one, brother. Hey, Wire, what's going on, bud? Good to see you're not in jail or something. Definitely not eating anything weird. Let's see, what? Hey, Wire, what's up? Shout out to Ducky. What do you mean you're not eating anything weird? Where'd that come from? All right, we got a nut for it. We're going to have to get a screw. That's cool. That's cool. Let's get this tower up out of here. These two screws, we can start getting the bulkhead apart. No broken balls today, pal. No broken balls. This will just pop apart. Come on. There you go. All right. A bunch of funk growing in this thing. There's that. Same on the other side. Lovely. Two more screws. We get this top part off. Have it down to the diff. That's it. Start cleaning. Wow, that was a huge rock. How come every time I do a live, I end up with my hands are just destroyed? I gotta start buying some new stuff. This is getting old. Oh, shit. All right. There we go. Shock tower's off. It'll clean up. There we go. We got our diff. Look at this thing. This is the brown edition. This is the, yep. They don't even come in black anymore. They just straight up brown and fuzz. It's got the texture of like a shag carpet. If you look at it, probably make good, somebody had a problem where they're going bald, you know what I mean? I'd straighten them right out. I could grow this shit on top of their head. Dookie? Who said Dookie? No. It's gonna get me in trouble again. Let's see here. Desert Sahara Edition. Yeah. I like that one. That sounds good. Okay, all the pins. We're gonna need 1 bolt for that. We gotta remember that. We need 1 bolt for the top. Ew, man. Oh, haywire. That's nasty. Hope not. We gotta work with this shit. We gotta make something nice out of this. That's a problem. All right. Start breaking this side down. Break the other arm down, and that's it. I can start getting a, put my hazmat suit on. Start doing a delousing. We'll get this thing straightened out. And then next week we reassemble the back while I figure out a drive shaft. We're going to figure that out. All right. Yeah, you can see Sahara Desert. Yeah, this is just like the Jeep. They did a Jeep Sahara Edition. This is the Savage Sahara Edition. Just absolute gross. All right, do we have all the pins this time? It looks like we do. All the C-clips. Oh, man. Shouldn't have to hammer a pin out. Whew. Wow. Okay. Look at the funk on that. Awesome. Don't you realize it yet, but you have bed bugs now? No. No. Being a truck driver, that's one thing I was glad I was always able to avoid. Oh my God, if I brought home bed bugs, oh my God, I don't even want to hear the old lady with that shit. All right, like I said, the arms, these will clean up pretty good, but they're gross. They're gross. Outer parts are gross. All right, one more side, one more side. So far, no surprises in the back, though, but we have yet to open the diffs, see what's going on in there. It's going to be a 2-gear, just like the front. I wouldn't expect anything else. Come on, laptop. There we go. When money is involved to buy more dirty nitros, he has no choice. Oh, gross. $1 if you lick it? Nope. No thanks. Just because I buy the old dirty nitros doesn't mean I'm broke, believe me. Plus $1 don't get you nothing anymore. You can't even get a McDouble for $1. That's the part I cut off. All right. Nasty. Nasty. Well, that went for a ride. Well, it wasn't missing a C-clip. Now it is. I'll get another one. All right, that side came out a little bit easier. And there we go. Yeah. I'll take a quick look, see, give it a good 2-second look, see if I can find that clip. If not, just replace it with another one. Extra sweet and sour pack. Yeah. I can't believe they charge for that shit. Nope, that's gone. Gone forever. Oh, lovely. All right, well, there's packet number 2. There is the Fuzz Farm for the back. Lovely. All right, so let's take a quick look at what we got done today. This is what we started with, and here's how we're looking now. Bling, bling. So we're going to continue on this one. This one's going to come out nice. I got a brand new electronics box for it. We're going to figure out the drive shaft issue. It's got a brand new fuel tank for it, air filter. I got to get it one way for that engine. And we're ready to go back together. But yeah. A level of don't touch me anymore. These are about a 5. So we're okay. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Hit that like button on the way out if you could. We're going to hang out for a few more minutes and just chill. And, you know, feel bad about what I've done because this is gross and I should be working on new shit. This is not it. So, all right. Well, like I said, next week, I'm hoping, at the end of the week, hoping to pick up one new one for the channel. We'll see what happens. I'd like to go to the track on Friday. We'll see if that works out. But if not, we'll be back here Saturday. I'm going to, I don't know, figure out how to evict some of these living creatures on this, and then we'll clean it all up real nice. And yeah. I'm cool with it. Right? The dirty dog. Yeah. This one's not as bad. Like, honestly, like, this one's gross. It didn't look as gross when I bought it. A lot of bleach. Yeah, a lot of bleach. And it's something. We gotta kill the germs. This one's not as bad mechanically as like the T-Max was by any means. The T-Max, 95% of that had to be cut apart. This came apart clean. I did touch my face. Face is clean. I got a rag too, with grease on it. It's not blood. The T-Max had to be cut apart. That was probably the worst of the worst. This one is just disgusting. This is probably just as bad as any of the other ones I got. Maybe a little bit worse, but I can deal with it. But I got to get some more parts for that T-Max. We'll be back on that again. I got the exhaust for it. Oh, my eyebrow. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Can you get... Oh, man, you could get lice in your eyebrows. Oh, man, now you got me all worried. Gonna need a delousing. Powdered sugar. The lice hate it. But, all right. I think I'm going to wrap this up for today. I've had enough fun. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We can do this again next week. Let me get this shit cleaned up. We'll get this thing back together. I'm going to try to round up some parts. I'm probably not going to have anything. Bleach your eyebrows and your hood. Nah. And I'm good. Yeah, if I bleach my eyebrows and I'll do my hair, I get the whole Eminem look. You know, kind of old for that, but it's all good. So everyone go out, run some stuff. Make your stuff look like mine. See, it's falling off. The bugs are jumping ship. Stay there. Behave. Very good. All right. So I'll catch you all. Maybe if you want to do something Friday, maybe I can do something Friday. But I hope to be at the track and not here. So if not, I'll see you on Saturday. Let's do this again. Get this back end together. Get the drive shaft figured out. Maybe I'll get the parts for that Sen coming in. I don't know. We'll see. They're coming from the UK, so it could be any day now between now and 2026. So I'll catch you all later. Everybody check out OG's channel. Haywire, everybody else. Michelle's got a couple things. Nitro Steve. You can listen from work. Okay. Well, we'll see what's going on. I hope not to be here. I want to be at the track. So we'll see what's going on. Yeah, that Sen. I don't want to talk about that Sen. That thing's still pissing me off. I got some of the parts. I didn't show you that. Look at this. This is amazing. I was going to talk about this then, but now that it's in front of my face, I wanted to show you this. Sen, when they did their clutch bells. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. Traxxas clutch bells, I believe, use this. It's a 5117. It's the same that they use in some of their bearings, like for the wheels. No, I'm sorry. They use 5x10x4. This is a 6x12x14 by 4. So this is just slightly bigger than what comes in the bell of a Traxxas. I knew it was close. Where did I put those? Look at these bearings that they put in their bells. These things are tiny. I've never seen something like that. But I got clutch bells. I got bearings. I'm just waiting on that shaft and we can put it back together. But, all right, everybody. I'm going to catch you next week. Have a good week. And everybody go out and burn some nitro. Peace. Go.